Hey, Travis.
Hey, Mason. Sorry. Thank you. Appreciate your time. So you, just to confirm, you are out tomorrow, right? That's the...
Yeah, I'm out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what okay. Just wanted to be safe because it's like, this is our last little check-in here. So, all right, before I get into the one thing I just need to share with you, and then I'm in and out with you, okay? Anything on your side? I saw the ping that you sent out about schedule. So I can, on that end, if you want me to kind of just talk to Aaron, tomorrow, kind of get some of those details solidified, I can. Is there anything that you wanted to go over with me or just share before?
How about we let you do your 1 point first? Because I have, I think, at least two, but they might be quick points. It might take longer. So let's start on your point first and then go from there.
All right. My point is just going to be really quick with you, because I honestly don't know at this point what the, we'll just say, future is going to look like. And I've always been transparent with you. We've had a really, I think, a very trusting relationship, worked really, so I'm always going to be, I'll be candid and I'll be transparent, but I'll also try to be, I've always tried to maintain my professionalism as much as possible. Yep. So, and I'm sorry for the moments where, it has slipped, because I know there've been a couple times. So
Travis, you are more than fine. I truly don't want you to worry about that at all, because you are so fine. I appreciate those moments sometimes, because that it kind of it's almost like those moments where we're reminded that we're human, and not in a sense of like, oh, humans make mistakes. It's more like in the sense of, oh yeah, it's not the customer's not always right type of situation.
For sure,
where it's like sometimes you gotta let go for a second.
Yeah, for sure. No, well, listen, I want to say I appreciate you first and foremost. Honestly, like your support, our work together, it means a lot. I won't go into too much detail right now, but something happened earlier today during a call with Aaron that just, between us crossed the line, left me a little shaken and confirmed some of the patterns we've both quietly observed over the past few months. I'm doing my best to stay focused, stay professional here with you, but I want to be transparent with you since you probably noticed I was maybe a bit off or non-responsive today. So it's not about, just want to let you know, it's not about you or the work. It's just something that I'm trying to process while still showing up for you and the team. And so, I know you'll be gone tomorrow. Luckily it's, hey, you're going to get a good start on your weekend. But I just want to let you know, a lot of things were said. And I don't want there to be any sort of, I guess, pushback on our team, I guess, if that makes sense. So, I just wanted to kind of check in with you. I can share a little bit more, like when it makes sense, right? But there's a couple things I'm just gotta sort of go through. But, anyways, that was basically it, because it's like, hey, when you reach a certain point where like, oh man, I don't know what tomorrow's really going to look like. You just want to check in. So, and, so that's it on my end. Otherwise,
Okay.
I've seen you on top of more, everything and more today. So, appreciate you diving in. There's been a lot of like heavy lifting you've been pulling for sales in the team this week. So very much appreciated.
Yeah, of course. That's part of my role, but either way, just part of the team. Want to help in that, and I appreciate the what's the word? I trust. I appreciate the trust that that you feel comfortable to share stuff like that with me. That's the type of relationships and team building that I want. Atmosphere that I want to build myself, and I think you've definitely cultivated yourself. So it just it's kind of like a what goes around comes around moment where you built that culture. So I'm going to make sure that I provide it back to you as well, because that's the type of culture that I appreciate. For sure.
Well, I appreciate you. And it's always awesome. Like, I know you and I have been on the same page since we got rolling on this. So like, it's just one of those things where I'm always one, try to stay as proactive as possible. And so in this case, it's just like kind of that winky moment to Mason to be like, hey, proactively just kind of letting you know of, certain conversations, can't get into the gist of it, but some things took place, and, hey, just, a lot of those inner workings. And I think you kind of get what I mean, but here nor there. So, but anyway, so I know, you said you had a couple things, that you wanted to go through. I know that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So dive right in.
I'll even, I'll be honest, and for the sake, for my sake, I'll try to be brief, just because Caitlin's got a splitting headache or migraine, so she actually was, she didn't even go into work today, so I've been taking care of her on the side. And,
oh my gosh, do your thing as quick as you want to get this done.
For starters, Louis had reached out about Realize Live, and so I basically have a response waiting for him, but you and Aaron are CC'd, so the question is, one, do you want me to just let you touch base with him later and kind of tell him that, be like, hey, Louis, great question about the passes. Travis is the one handling this. He'll touch base when he has a moment about that. That's kind of option one in my mind. Option two is that I can just provide him more context about I think there's like $200 off per ticket or something like that we can provide. But you know more about that. So basically just trying to figure out if you want me to respond or
I don't. Hey, no.
To let you or to tell him.
Sorry. No, it's okay. So I get right to the point on this one. That's where, hey, let's keep that out of your ether, right? Like you could. This allows you to stay focused on moving the needle with with NX with Louis and the needs there. So this is I think if you've already got an email queued up that kind of tees the ball up and pass. You know what I mean? If you're passing it over to me to say, hey, Travis is handling this, he'll elaborate a little bit more. Feel free to just kick that out because he sent the email to you. I was like, hey, it's proper etiquette for you to just, even if you're acknowledging and forwarding, just, feel free if that's what you got teed up, go ahead, kick it on out, and then I will immediately follow up, and I'll just be straight up. I'm going to be transparent with you, like nobody's got passes at this point for free. So I can get you $200 off through this code, but that's it. Otherwise, any of those, let's keep those out of your realm so you don't have to worry about them.
Okay. Here, I'm going to type that out right now. I said, hey, Louis, great question. Travis is handling Realize Live on our side, so I will let him jump in on this one.
Yep. And then as you're doing that, I'm kind of typing my response up right now where I'll just, right off that, like within 5 minutes, I'll get the email out to him that say, unfortunately we learned that no partners, including Siemens, have any more free passes to give out. With that written, we can provide a $200 discount off your badge using the code at the following link. I don't know if you have any questions. Okay. All right. So all right. And if you want to jump into the second one, would that cover the first?
Yes, that's the first one.
All right,
that's number one, part A. I'll say part B is you already addressed, and that's just for the visitation, or not visitation, not a funeral. Visiting Louis. Yeah. I targeted, so there's June 23 through 27. That's I'll be honest, it's a little, there's a selfish part to that. Just that we're watching Caitlin's parents' dogs the week before. So I'm like, you know what, rather than trying to leave her to the wolves and metaphorically or literally, I'm like, that last week of June works better for me just personally. Yeah. Obviously, if we have to go earlier in the month, that's fine. Taking care of, me being gone for a day is not the biggest thing in the world. It's more of just like, you know what?
I get it. It's all good. Yeah.
So that's just the other thing, but you already said that you're going to address that. Part B is going to be, Mika. So, I held off the Mika response in total. I just wanted to double check from our morning conversation that just to confirm that you were going to touch base with me first before any other communication is had.
Yep. I still got that on I need to just get around to that. It's just today there's been a little bit of, we'll just call it a log jam in the day today. It's on my priority for tomorrow. Honestly, so because you're going to be gone tomorrow, which means that's one half of my staff completely out for the day. I only have that meeting with the Convergent staff internally about Realize Live. The rest of my day is wide open, so I'm playing catch up on these emails that I need to get out, and then getting ahead on other things for Realize Live. So, I'm still gonna get that out. If you just bear with me, I would say for tomorrow morning, right? If you check probably tomorrow by noon, if you just happen to want to check, you'll see that I got it out. So, otherwise, I think no worries on that one. That one's, you don't have to, I'll, just like I said, copy you in the response, make sure we're all in the loop, bring us all kind of back together in one thread.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then part 3, and this is, I started using that bullet point format in the U.S. sales chat, and it seems, it's crazy because I think Aaron's response rate has gone up tremendously since I started using that. So maybe it really is just helpful because it just right now he's, from an administrative perspective, he does a ton, especially since Sheila's out. So it just from the last 2 days of using it, I think that format is actually just very helpful for him specifically, or at least him and Tengyuan, because Tengyuan also liked the message. But basically, you'll see that I only have one thing crossed out on there. He has not addressed the Interloon upgrade quotation, the finalize the auto burn quotation for CTG, or the Mongoose quotations. The Mongoose ones are kind of taking a backseat for the moment in my mind because they're the last things that come in. The Interloon quotation is the thing I want to get to Lexi the soonest. Then auto burn, then Mongoose. So,
you want me to stay on top of that one tomorrow for you?
It's more so just letting you know, hey, obviously it's a Friday before a holiday, so it's not a day where from the U.S. side a lot of stuff's going to get done for any business. But I just know that Lexi had been waiting for a couple days now. We're getting to the point where CTG is going to be waiting for a couple days. So if they're not the biggest worries, but if time is available where he can knock them out, great. There's a chance he might even knock them out tonight after hours, because one thing I've noticed is that the amount of times I've gotten emails where it's at 10 p.m.
Lately it's been lately it's been midnight. So I noticed that. So here's what I'll do. We'll see if he comes through tonight on it, like we said, because there's that we noticed he's been doing that trend lately. If he doesn't, then what I can plan to do is I'll just follow up with him in the morning in the U.S. sales chat, okay?
Yep.
I'll put it out there with that little red, flag for urgent, tag him in it, and we'll get it rolling that way. Anything else then top of mind, or that you would say this is going to kind of linger over my shoulder if I head into the weekend and I don't feel like it's resolved?
I don't really think so. I think otherwise I'm pretty good. Kristen Krause, this is the one who was initially it's that whole message thread about the people, CSI, who we met with yesterday. I can't remember, Paul and Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
And so basically, I think, Aaron did not look or see the messages you had posted or I had posted before, or had really focused on that thread at all. So I was about to make a unilateral decision, but I wanted to touch base with you first. I think we should just tell Christian, hey, Christian, actually, we finally got a hold of this customer. We appreciate you being at the ready to help. Because at this point, I feel like it's just going to take time out of everyone's day for something that.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. There's no need for us to let that thread sit and linger. It's just okay. Let's tie it up. Let's put it away, and then good call.
I'll tie it up right now. I'll just send a quick message. I'm probably gonna get out of here today at 5:20 because I have 2 other messages I want to get out real quick.
Okay.
But otherwise I'm good on my end.
Okay, and then just to go back real quick then to your point about the bullet points, so that is something literally your point, 100%. That is the one thing I'm also seeing it works as well. I was talking to Richka about this on the marketing side and being like, hey, are you sort of familiar with this? And she's like, kind of, vaguely, because everybody, has, I think, a little bit of their own process, but we're starting to see this one really tends to work for Aaron specifically. So, like, if that's the way that we're able to get the information that we need as a team the quickest, like, I don't care what it looks like, honestly. Like, as long as we get our answers, right, that is really all that matters. So, I mean, this is good. Let's keep this rolling. And then what I'll do is just, I see, we've got those 4 lingering there, right? So Interlune is going to be top of mind there. We'll go from there, right? But, other than that, yeah, I mean, I totally forgot, Monday is a holiday, so it's going to be Tuesday. So you and I will be off on Monday. Everybody else will be on. Okay, well, all right. If that's it, I think then, I'll get that covered, right? No worries. And if you happen to think of anything else, obviously, just feel free to shoot me a quick ping or, a text. It doesn't matter. Just let me know, quick circumstance of what it is, and I'll be all over it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Otherwise, I hope you have an awesome weekend, the extended time off. Truly enjoy it. And, we'll catch back up on Tuesday.
All right, sounds good. I will catch you later, Travis.
All right, thanks, man.
I assume sales meeting Tuesday then?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Aaron tomorrow about that and just be like, hey, just as the FYI, we are out on Monday, so sales meeting is gonna get pushed to Tuesday. Looking like I'm gonna try to see if I can get us right in maybe around that 9:00 time before the SASRAC call, because that'd be, I think, maybe perfect timing for us to do a little, pre-call prep on that one as well.
Okay.
Alrighty, sir. Well, I'll talk to you then. Have a good weekend.
All right, you as well. Have a great weekend.
Thanks.
Happy Memorial Day, and if I remember correctly, I think you said before in your family you've got veterans or people who maybe have passed that have been part of the service.
Oh yeah. My brother's active duty right now, so like.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so happy Memorial Day to you too. If you got any, family members that serve, my appreciation sent their way. But yeah, let's have. Like, this is a good time to catch a nice breather, right? Take a big step back.
For sure.
Let's take a big step back, okay? Like, not even thinking about work, period. Get yourself, like, signed out on your phone if you keep yourself signed in. Do all of that stuff. Do what's necessary. I mean, if an emergency comes up, of course, like, it's not going to be... We're not going to have any emergencies. So just do yourself that favor. Get away from it, and then we'll come in with fresh mind on Tuesday, ready to roll.
All right, sounds good. I'll catch you later, Travis.
All right, see you, Mason. Bye.